Arsenal fan Julian says some fans are sheep and are scapegoating Eddie Nketiah because it's popular to criticize Eddie Nketiah. Without further ado, familia, make sure you're hitting the sub, make sure you're hitting the like button. Let's go, Filusta Puta. Let's get straight into it. Let's go.
I mean, because he's well, you say he can't do it against the. My man here said he can't do it against the big teams, but he scored against Man United as well this season. I mean, why does he get sometimes so much stick when every time he's asked to step up, he steps up, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think it's fan mentality. From all the time that I've been going to football, there always seems to be one player that gets a bit of a knock in, and a lot of people they're very much sheep that they follow. They're the herd, and a few people don't think, right, okay, Eddie, I don't quite like him for whatever reason, and then it's fashionable to jump on the bandwagon. So
this is absolutely pucaria, yeah? Let's just keep it 100. Because look inside this pucaria, this narrative now that Eddie Nketiah has turned up against Sheffield, all of a sudden everything's fixed. These are the same things that puta when we didn't do it against Lons, when we're not looking convincing against Chelsea, only turned up for 80 games. When against Tottenham, we were 2-1 up, and within 1 minute we conceded when we should have won that game. We couldn't even hold on to the lead for 5 minutes. These puta are the ones that were saying in January we need to go out there and get Ivan Toney. These men have been twerking for Ivan Toney. Now they got the audacity to say it's fashionable to get onto Eddie Nketiah. Let's get onto the stats a little bit before I let Deji go on, yeah? Let's get onto the stats, because these puta have a short memory. Eddie Nketiah has not been good enough. He's not a clinical striker. And even there's been seasons where we've had to rely on him at the end of the season, and he's not done it. Last season, Eddie Nketiah scored 1 goal against West Ham, 1 goal against Brighton, 2 goals against Man United, yeah? And that was it. 4 goals for the entire season in the Premier League. And this puta for me, people want to start saying that it's fashionable. Hold on, we got rid of Lacazette. Even Lacazette could score at least 14 goals, and he was deemed not good enough. Let's not have a short memory. That was last season, Eddie Nketiah. Then, the season before that, Eddie Nketiah, 2 goals against Chelsea. You remember all of that top up the credit, all that pucaria? Yeah, all of that. Then, 2 goals against Leeds, 1 goal against Everton, 5 goals. In 2 seasons in the league, this puta scored less than 10 goals. And man is saying that, oh, it's because we're trying to be reactionary. No, the puta's not good enough. Yeah, last season, when we needed him, this manager preferred to play Trossard out of position instead of Eddie Nketiah because he's not good enough. Looking like the bum Duchesne, bro. You know what I'm saying? From Top Boy. Duchesne, yeah, when he got his money and his spice robbed from him. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what he was looking at. The Duchesne that was broke, that got shot, that got a bullet to the rib. Yeah, that's what he's looking at. That's how he is for the majority of the season. The season before that, yeah, oh, it was nailed on that we're going to get top 4. This puta only had to perform for 10 games. Yeah, scored a brace against Chelsea. Oh, yeah, ring me. Where were you for the rest of the games? Puta. We were supposed to be the favourites to get top 4. Tottenham pipped us. What are we talking about? I've seen this guy not be good enough. Yeah, in 100 appearances, this guy's only got 19 goals for Arsenal. Is that good enough? Yeah, that's his return. So it's not about, oh, it's fashionable to jump on the Nketiah. Give him praise that he scored a hat-trick. I'm not even saying be angry that he scored a hat-trick. I gave him praise in my match review, but I'm not going to come out with this pucaria about all of a sudden everything's fixed now. Eddie Nketiah, oh, he's our savior, he's what we need. Deji, what do you make of this?
Bruv, you already know what time it is. Big up to everyone in the chat. Big up to my bro, Northside. First and foremost, what took you so long to bring me on the show? The only Arsenal fan that actually agrees with what I'm saying. I was on a show, I think yesterday or the day before, and I said, why would I give props to my man scoring a hat-trick against a wounded animal? Yeah? When an animal's already got its leg caught in a trap and it can't walk, why am I going to get excited that you've boxed it? Don't make no sense. And I was saying, look, to score a hat-trick is a hat-trick. A hat-trick is a hat-trick, even if you say it quick. He got a hat-trick. Well done to him. But Sheffield United was very, very dusty, bro. They've already been battered and bruised by the whole league so far. Everybody they've played, they've only got 1 point. They've got 1 point for a reason. People try and make comments like, but when you played them, you struggled. We played them early on when they were still optimistic. Right now, you're playing a Sheffield United team that has lost hope. Lost hope. So am I going to start shaking my bum for Nketiah that he's turned the corner? No, he has not turned the corner. We saw it in the game before. We saw it in the Chelsea match. What did he do in that game? Absolutely nada. So is he the guy that's going to take Arsenal to the promised land? No, he's not. But Arsenal, you think one thing I've realized about Arsenal fans, bro, is that Arsenal fans are as unpredictable as the British weather. These men will give you all seasons in one day. They'll give you rain, snow, wind, and the heat. Because right now, 1 minute he's not good enough. Then he's good. Then he's all right. Then he should be on the bench. Then he should be out at the club. Then he should be sold. Man, I can't keep up with the team. He's either good or he's not. I was saying a couple of weeks ago that him starting over Jesus means that he's better than Jesus. No. How can you say that? My man's injured. Rare. Now these men are saying, like this brother saying, you can't believe the rhetoric behind him. Bro, I don't know what to believe anymore. As for me, is he going to take Arsenal top 2 or to win the league? No, he's not. That's why you guys have been linked to Ivan Toney. You guys would be stupid to believe that Nketiah and Jesus, let's be real, the both of them are going to take you somewhere this season. But hey, what do I know? I'm just a Spurs fan. Do you get what I'm saying? And for me, right about now, if you man want to shake your bum violently for Nketiah, I don't give a damn, because you man are below Tottenham in the league. You man are chasing us. You get me? You man are on top. So knock yourself out. Knock yourself out. But he ain't Son. Do you get me? Son's already shown levels and he ain't even a striker. And that's the bottom line. And also, I have to say, that Sheffield United goalkeeper, Ferdinand or whatever his name is probably one of the dustiest keepers I've ever seen in my life. Partly because the first goal was well taken. The second goal was aight. But that third goal, the hat-trick, you can't be getting beat from there. That's a little bit like what Ronaldo did against Tottenham. He done this dusty soft shot from 30 yards and it went in. How this keeper could completely misjudge that ball and let it go in is a travesty. But hey, it went in and every goal counts. And that's all that matters. But bro, I'm with you, bro. If you get excited about Nketiah, then your club is not serious. And to be honest with you, I know I said it last season, but I would be taking Aston Villa more serious than you, man. And that's just a fact.
Yes, he's the scapegoat. So let's be the Eddie Locker, because it's easy. We need someone to give a kick in to. So, yeah, it'll be Eddie. If he misses, then great. It just reinforces the point. But today, he stepped up of all of them. We scored 5 goals, but he was the one that won the game, because by the time we scored the other 2 goals, the game was done. So I'm here. I'm absolutely saying, someone came up to me after the game and said, who do you think's man of the match? It was obvious. It was obvious. It's got to be Eddie. So,
listen, for me, yeah, it's not even that he doesn't get man of the match. It's not even that you can't praise him in isolation of this game. I gave a very balanced review about the game. I gave him props for scoring a hat-trick. But at the same time, let's not forget, people talking about, oh, Eddie maybe has turned the corner because he scored a hat-trick. Bro, this guy, yeah, is not it, bro. You know what I'm saying? This guy scored, yeah, a brace against Chelsea, then didn't perform to the end of the season for us to get top 4. This guy has scored against Man United and then gone missing, bro. You know what I mean? His record is shocking. Last season in all competitions, he scored 9 goals. 9 goals, bro. This is not an agenda. This is facts. And if these Philips that don't want to hear it, and who gets a bid, the facts don't care about how you feel about it. That is the facts, bro. The season before that, in all competitions, he scored 10 goals. This is not a prolific goal scorer. We're going up against a treble-winning Man City that got Alvarez that can bag, Haaland that can bag. What are we talking about? What are we actually talking about? Other teams have got better number 2 strikers, bro. Liverpool got Darwin Núñez. Do you know what I'm saying? Who's the backup at flipping at Newcastle? You know what I mean? Callum Wilson, he's better than Nketiah. He's a better striker than Nketiah. Do you know what I'm saying? So what are we talking about? These men got but at the start of the season, we're scapegoating Havertz, and now we're scapegoating Eddie. You Philistine called it a light bench last season. Eddie was on the bench. Eddie was part of that bench. What are we talking about? Now the agenda, everyone's got an agenda. No, it's not. Everybody that called it a light bench said that Eddie Nketiah is part of that light bench because he was on that bench. Everybody that's calling for Ivan Toney was deeming it that we need to go out and get Ivan Toney because they're seeing that keeping Eddie Nketiah as number 2 isn't going to get us over the line. Because every time he's broken into this team since 2017. This filo da puta has never given us a reason to be number 1. And people saying he's developing. The filo da puta's 24. How's man still developing? What's going on? With 9 goals a season in all comps. Man's putting out 4s and 5s. 4 and 5 goals in the Premier League. And man saying it's an agenda. Man.
Bro, you know what?
None of this pucaria. And Dej, I'm going to let you go, yeah? I'm not hearing none of this pucaria. Saka broke into the team with limited minutes, yeah? I think Harry Kane, he broke into your team, yeah? The way you break into a team is you have to maximize the minutes that you get. That's how you burst into the team, and that's how you give the manager reason to think about including you and giving you more minutes and starting you. And then when you get the starts, you get it by the scruff of the neck. Every time Jesus is injured, this filo da puta turns up whenever he feels like it. Ain't good enough. Harry Kane cemented a place in Tottenham. Saka cemented this place under Unai Emery at Arsenal. That's how you break into the team. We used to do it perfectly at Arsenal. We used to be, remember when we had Diaby, we had Gibbs, we had Wilshere, we had all these guys. Yeah, and they would get minutes. They would get minutes in the FA Cup because we used to put the youngsters out back in the day, and then they would prove themselves. And then bit by bit, you'll get more minutes, and then you prove yourself. Rashford burst into the scene, getting a couple of minutes against Man United, and then he started showing some inconsistency.
Bro, I would even go as far as to say even Trossard, bro, has shown that he deserves to start because the minutes that he gets, he maximizes the minutes. And I said it, bro, and people were running joke on me. I said, even though Nketiah has scored 3 goals in 1 game, he will not reach 12 Premier League goals. AFC always is in the building. He was on the same show when I said that. And I said, I don't see Nketiah getting 12 goals. Now, how do you expect to win the league when your main striker can't clock 12 goals? It's unheard of, bro. It is unheard of. And, bro, the one thing I think, and I said this before, I talked about last season being a freak season, and I talked about the fact that you, man, have lowered your standards, man. Like, the standard at Arsenal is low, or the standard at Arsenal is mixed. What do I mean by that? I don't know if you're about it or you're not about it. Are you about the big time or you're not about the big time? Remember I told you about Tottenham? I said to you, the problem with Tottenham is that we were in no man's land. We want to say that we're big 6, but we're not ready to do big 6 things, i.e., we're not ready to spend 80, 90, 100 mil on a player. So I said to you, I would rather Tottenham step back, say, you know what, we're not about that life, and actually go and get gems, cheap gems, who turn out to a bit like a Caicedo, a bit like a Mitoma, a bit like them man there, and do bits. That's what Tottenham did. As if they watched our show, bro. They did exactly that. They went and got Vicario that nobody heard about, 20 mil. We got Van de Ven, nobody heard about, 30-something mil. We went and got Matters that people know about, but we got him on the cheap. We got Udogie, no one knew about him. You get me? Bentancur, Kolozevsky. That's it, bro. Pape Sarr's cooking. No one knew about him. So make up your mind, damn it. All I'm asking Arsenal to do and the Arsenal fan base, make up your mind. Are you about it or you're not about it? Because the level of confusion is delusional. But what you can't do, though, is stay as is. Staying as is, and you man are finished.
Bro, it's absolute facts, bro. These man listen, everyone in the chat, big up to everyone in the chat. You already know we ain't aiming this at you lot because we're the minority that's got standards. But this filo da puta here, sitting there, looking at the Arsenal Grinch, I'm not hearing it, bro. Because these man, don't rate Nketiah, bro. He scores a little brace, and I'm seeing them comparisons to Rasmus Haaland at Man United and all. Bro, Rasmus Haaland hasn't been in the Premier League since 2017 and never shown a reason to be breaking into the first team, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not hearing it. I'm not hearing it. The guy ain't good enough, which is why we have been saying that we need a striker in January. This is why we've been saying it. Because the real feelings are that he ain't good enough. But now it's popular to say that, oh, he's scored a goal, you've got to get behind him. No, we don't have to get behind him, bro.
Let me give you what you have over a lot of the Arsenal fan base. You have foresight. So you look ahead because that's what you do. When you're planning a business, when you're running a club, you don't do things in the now. You do things for the future. You build for the future. That's why we have an academy system. But a lot of the Arsenal fan base are in the now, one game at a time. We know that Nketiah is not capable of scoring 12 goals. We know this. But he scored 3 in one game, and so they're gassed. When you go and play Liverpool, is he going to score? No, he's not going to score. When you play Tottenham, is he going to score? No, he's not going to score. When you play Aston Villa, is he going to score? No, he ain't scoring. Is he going to score against Newcastle? No, he's not, bro.
No, but you know what they'll say? He scored against Man United. He scored against Chelsea. The problem is, no one cares about a player that turns up when they can be bothered, bro. Everyone cares about consistency. And players that we rate is consistency. When people talk about strikers, the biggest metric we talk about is scoring goals, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? And scoring goals consistently.
Oh, gosh.
Consistently, bro. Do you know, Henry was a consistent scorer. Harry Kane, consistent scorer. Lewandowski, Benzema. These guys don't turn up one game in and then go missing for... Bro, his record was 2 in like 28 games, bro.
But look at the comment.
I'm getting gassed, that the guy has gone missing for 28 to 29 games, turns up in one game, scores a hat-trick against a team that is destined to go down, and all of a sudden everything's fixed, bro. These men got short memories. These are the same fans, These are the same filhos da puta que me irrita como põe estressado. I tell you why. These men, forget. We deem Lacazette, Aubameyang, they can go. We don't want them. Giroud. All these men are better gunmen up front than Eddie Nketiah. So don't tell me that the club's too big for them, man, as strikers that we had, and Eddie Nketiah is the promised land to me. You're not going to justify that to me, bro.
Eddie Nketiah should be out of Bournemouth. That's the reality of it. I'm not disrespecting him. It's just the truth. He's just fortunate that he's found favour or the good eye of Arteta. And also, let's just be real. Arteta is a madman. So what do I mean by Arteta is a madman? He literally believes that he can... You can see it, but he literally believes that he's got the power to turn these men into something that they're not. Hence why he bought Havertz. He's convinced that he can do something with Havertz that no one else has been able to do. And sometimes you just have to admit that maybe some of the players you've got just aren't up to the level. And I was telling you about this about Ramsdale last season. And in the end, my man, he must have been watching the show because he went and bought Raya in. Why did he bring Raya if Ramsdale was so good? Unless he's a madman. He could just be a madman as well. So, bro, the truth of the matter is the Arsenal fan base are not ambitious. I'm not lying to you because I've got AFC talking about Dej, but as Richarlison scored a hat-trick. We don't need Richarlison to score a hat-trick, bro. That's just the truth. We don't need Richarlison to score a hat-trick because Richarlison's not our main striker. Nketiah is. Nketiah is Arsenal's main striker. Tottenham's main striker is Son. Ask me about whether Son scored a hat-trick this season. Man will tell you, yes, he has. He's done it already. He's the second highest goal scorer in the league. Don't be telling me about a bit part player because at the moment, Richarlison is a bit part player and Eddie Nketiah is your main player right now.
Until Jesus comes back because he's injured. He's our second striker.
Bro, even when Jesus,
you know what it is, bro?
Right, bro.
Bro, what it is, these men are predicted for us to win. We have to win a major honor this season. So a man telling me if Jesus is out for the whole season, they trust Eddie Nketiah to get us over the line. No, they don't. So let's not rewrite history and rewrite what we have been seeing.
Major trophy. Arsenal fans are content with the Carabao Cup. I've been hearing them, bro.
Let's move to the next.
Arsenal fans are telling me about the Carabao Cup, bro. And
I'm not surprised. They celebrate the Community Shield, bro. They said, bro, do you think I'm so, bro? That's not even a trophy, bro. But let's move to the next video because I want to see your thoughts on the next video.
That's against the ball. There's a lot of agendas. Support your players, that's the key thing. It's either the jersey is too big for him, number 14, or the captain's armband is too big for him. I don't get all these things. Honestly, and for me, it's insulting to the boy. What is your shirt compared to a human being? Let him play. Let the kid play. Why you guys not complaining? And I'm not saying don't do it. Don't compare players with shirts. Spitro is not playing, but he's wearing number 10. Why you guys not talking? No, I don't get it. I don't get it, honestly. Jesus is wearing number 9, but he's been missing chances. You're not talking. But Nketiah is wearing number 14, you're talking. I'm not saying.
What is this guy talking about, bro? What is this guy talking about? This is the same guy that was defending Iwobi, bro. An absolute bum at Everton now. Bro, I'm not hearing none of this. These guys, yeah, I'm not hearing it. The guys that they back, yeah, I'm not on it, bro. I'm not on it. What are we talking about? But we don't criticize Jesus. I've been saying Jesus ain't a gunman. I said, yeah, he's a great player, but ultimately, as a striker, he's not a lethal gunman. He's not a lethal goal scorer. It's not. There's no agenda, bro. Everyone was saying we need Ivan Toney, but now all of a sudden the narrative changes. Oh, because he scored 1 goal. These men are so happily impressed, bro. Like the bare minimum, these fellows that put are holding on. I'm not hearing it. The guy has never impressed our Arsenal. 9 goals last season, 10 goals the season before that. And that's in all competition. Man telling me he's a gunman. Based off of what? He's been here since 2017. What has he ever done? He couldn't even knock. He was, bro, when we had Aubameyang, Lacazette, and Nketiah was third choice. And we got rid of the other 2. Aubameyang was the one going toe-to-toe, getting golden boot with Harry Kane one season. It wasn't Nketiah. What are we talking about? These men want to spend time on Nketiah like we wasted time on Holding, yeah, instead of getting a proper a proper centre back. Like we wasted time on El Nene. Like we wasted time on now Reece Nelson that ain't gonna do nothing. I'm not hearing it, bro. These men always coming up with the same sadu. I don't need to be seeing this nonsense. I know what the level is because the level is Man City, bro. Does he get into Man City's team? No. Is he good enough? Even as a bet, if he was there with Haaland, Alvarez,
does he get into Aston Villa? Does he get in Newcastle's team? Come on, you guys.
Oh, when he was out on loan at Leeds, yeah, in the Championship, they sent him back to us, bro. He
does Nketiah start for Spurs
when they were in the Championship?
Does Nketiah start for Spurs?
Bro, if he's so incredible, you know when we had Balogun, yeah, we had teams in Italy looking at Balogun. We had Chelsea looking at Balogun, yeah. We had bare teams looking at Balogun, bro. Why weren't they looking at Eddie Nketiah? Because that guy, bro, he took 1 bullet to the flipping kidney, just like Duchesne on Top Boy, and he's died, but he's never been that guy. He's Championship level, bro. And that's why he's scoring a hat-trick against a Championship team. Because that is his level, bro.
To be honest, you're not going after, because I know Nketiah is probably going to see this, and you're not going after him, to get me. It's not a personal attack on Nketiah. But what you got to understand is that the Premier League is the best league in the world. And when I look at Arsenal, and when I knew that you weren't going to win the league because you're certain man them. And he's one of them. Unfortunately, Nketiah is not a top 6 striker. He's not. And any Arsenal fan lying to themselves that Nketiah is a top 6 striker, you deserve what happens next. I'm not even sure if Nketiah starts for Brighton. I'm not sure. Can he start for Fulham? I think he can start for Fulham. I think he's good enough to start for Fulham. I think he's good enough to start for Palace. That's the level, bro. That's the level. Mid-Prem. And to be honest, that's not to be sniffed at. As an individual, if you're to play in the Prem, you have to be a baller. So on one hand, I'm going to give it to Nketiah. He's a baller because playing football in the Premier League is not a joke. But is he a top 6 striker? That is the question that we're asking here. That's what you're asking the fan base. And the answer is no. And if people are trying to see it and force it, you're lying to yourself. That's like saying Calvert-Lewin is a top 6 striker. You're lying to yourself. You're just lying. There's only
but Calvert-Lewin is way better than Nketiah, bro.
Bro, I'll take Mbeumo.
That took him out. He's levels, bro. Darwin Núñez is levels, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
I'll take Mbeumo over Nketiah.
Bro, this guy, bro, but you know what, yeah? This same fan base that are overgassing Nketiah are the same ones that overgas Willian. When we had Welbeck, you remember when we had Welbeck? Oh, that guy Welbs. You know what I mean? What guy Welbs? Well, he's a bum, bro. The same people that were gassing up in Iwobi. You know what I'm saying? The same man that backed Shamak. The same man that backed Sonogo. All these dead ballers that were at my club, bro. That weren't gunman, weren't good enough, bro. What are you man talking about? Do you know what I'm saying? Oh, gassing up Lacazette. Oh, we can get rid of Giroud. Yeah, and we saw what Giroud went on to do. Yeah, important goals in Europe. Yeah. Oh, now we don't like him. But Lacazette is the same profile striker. Oh, we'll keep him. Based off of what? Giroud's goal record smashes Lacazette. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hearing any of it. I'm not hearing it, bro. But let's continue.
Don't even talk. Don't talk. Let them play what they know. If the manager does not find them comfortable or worthy, he can tell them to go. I hate all these things, and I'm happy. Start my brother captain, pass it to my other brother Nketiah. Baba, we run this place. You know the way you score that goal? Say, Baba, we own it. No, we own it. Yeah, he said. But we have arrived. He said, I've arrived. Yeah, that's what he said. You know what I was his right uncle was upstairs, all shouting. I was in the box, you know.
There we go. I was in the box. It's all about popularity, bro. You're talking Sunday Sapukari. I don't care about how I'm in the box. I'm with these celebrities. I couldn't care less, bro. What is going to win my team, yeah, and my club, yeah, and put us in the best position to win major honors? That's all I care about, bro. Because I tell you what, I have no loyalty to these players because they have no loyalty to my club, innit? Do you know what I'm saying? They have no loyalty, bro. If Real Madrid comes in for Nketiah, you think he's staying. If Barcelona comes in for Nketiah, you think he's staying. If Bayern come in for Nketiah, you think he's staying. No, he's not, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't have no loyalty for them, bro. You know what I'm saying? This is the best gig they can get right now. You know what I'm saying? So that's why he's staying. I'm not hearing it, bro. No one linked Nketiah to no big team. No one called him as a big striker. No one told me before Sheffield that, oh, yeah, he's the guy to lead us and we don't need Ivan Toney or Osimhen or all these names that are being put out there. Do you know what I mean? I'm not hearing it, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? But all of a sudden, the narrative changed because it's popular, bro. It's popular. When he goes missing up until January transfer window, oh, we need a striker. We're dying for a striker. I'm not hearing it. I'm not jumping.
Let me give you an example, bro, and I totally agree. What I don't like is the lukewarmness of the Arsenal fans. 1 minute they're on it, 1 minute they're not. 1 minute they're on it, 1 minute they're not. Anyone that's been following me long enough, and AFC always will testify to this. Richarlison, bro. I know he's not performing, but I'm backing him. You know, like that. Like, I'm backing him. I'm saying, you know what? I still think Richarlison can come good. At least I'm consistent. Whether he comes good or not is another story. That we're gonna see play out. I believe in Richarlison. I still think he was a good signing. Not sure if he was worth the 60 mil, but I think he can do a job under Postecoglou. But these Arsenal fans flip-flapping like the weather is what is the shameless thing, because you know he's not that guy. He's really not that guy. We know he's not that guy. Like, we know Arteta is a madman. Any Arsenal fan that thinks Arteta will win them the league is delusional. I get told I'm delusional week in, week out. But any man that thinks he can change Kai Havertz, no, then you know that they're not serious. He's not a serious brother. And that's all I get. So for me, Arsenal fans, be consistent. That's all I'm asking for. If you're on it, be on it and stay on it. If you're not on it, then be off the ting. But don't flip-flap like the weather, because I can't stand it. It gets on my nerves. As for me, I will change my tune if Nketiah can get 12 Premier League goals. Now, given that he scored 3 in one game, it shouldn't be difficult to get 9 goals in 28 games. That's all I'm saying. It shouldn't, really.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. Fool, I'm going to play this clip and then I want your opinion straight away, yeah?
I want
your opinion straight away. Let's go.
On my side tonight. My bro.
They're against Portsmouth, who finished 16th, and Norwich, who finished 19th.
Wow.
Yeah, so there's a lot of this type, and he's our greatest player of all time. Do you know what I mean? So no one is saying, well, it was Portsmouth, it was Norwich. He scored 8 Premier League hat-tricks in his career and 2 in that particular season. So a lot of people's hat-tricks, same with Ronaldo. I was looking at hat-tricks of Ronaldo. I was looking at hat-tricks of Messi. I was looking at hat-tricks of all these legendary players. Ian Wright. A lot of hat-tricks come against lower league teams. A lot of them or lower quality teams. So that's but still to score a hat-trick is still a big deal. We can't do revisionist history of he has to score hat-tricks against Tottenham and Man United to make him a great player. That's nonsensical. So
And a well-taken hat-trick.
What's nonsensical is comparing him to Henry. Henry had 258 appearances, 175 goals, 80 assists. Yeah. And this guy's comparing him to Henry. Yeah. Henry actually did it consistently and done it actually when we needed to get over the line to win the league at White Hart Lane, to win the league, to win league doubles. Yeah. Henry actually done it and done it consistently. Yeah. And Nketiah turns up like he turned up against Man United or Chelsea 2 years ago and then goes missing. 28 games, 2 goals. He's inconsistent. Fuad, what do you make of this? Comparisons from the Arsenal fan base, these foolish puta with Nketiah and Henry.
It's not even a conversation when it comes to Henry, innit, bro? It's like you know what it is, bro? I find with this fan base, bro, is they find like they get overexcited. I know, look, you know myself. I'm a big Nketiah fan, bro. But when you start comparing him to that level, and it's just nonsense, isn't it? You know, Henry, we've seen Henry, like you said, we've seen Henry do miracles, bro, with Arsenal. Like you know, you can't compare it to Henry. It's like you already knew when Henry was coming, like that time we 1-0 down at Highbury, you know, and Man United was smashed off the park when Henry wasn't fit. And you already knew when Henry was coming on, they already know what time it was, innit? When he scored that spectacular. They forget all that. Do you know what I mean? They forget all that. Don't get me wrong, Nketiah took his hat-trick well yesterday, but don't even put him in the same place as Thierry, bro. It's stupidness. But that's what they do. That's how they get. That's how they get follows and likes, and you know, people really listen to it, innit? You know, it's like I'm not a believer of any trophy's a throwaway trophy. Do you know what I mean? I want to win, like won the Carling Cup, but because someone said it on their channel platform, they all follow it, innit? But the fan base got to chill out, man. Nketiah is a good player, but don't ever compare him to Thierry, Bergkamp. Do you know what? It's like, you know, when we won the league, we had Wiltord who could do the job. We had Kanu who could do the job. He's all right for a backup striker. I won't take that away from him. But when you're like Jeddy said, he's got to score 12 goals this year. Just to say, okay, yeah, you've got a chance to stay at Arsenal. He's on 5.
Nah. We deem 14 from Lacazette not good enough. This bum, I need 20 goals. Or, bro, I want to get rid of... He ain't good enough, bro. He ain't, bro. He done it against Sheffield, but, bro, you're not good enough. As soon as Jesus gets injured, bro, Jesus is out now until what? The next international break. We're going to see inconsistent Nketiah again because he ain't that great. His link-up play ain't great. Yes, he's got work rate. His finishing ain't amazing, bro. He's done it against a Sheffield United goalkeeper, bro. This guy doesn't consistently turn up, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the stats are there, bro. You know what I mean? In all competitions, he's not even hitting 14 goals in all competitions.
Listen, listen, okay, but I'm not going to disagree with you. But then again, he's got to go on from this. You scored your hat trick now. Continue scoring.
I don't believe it because I've never seen it from him. I've never seen it.
But you got to continue scoring, innit? From now till Jesus gets back. If he can, but the thing is, like Deji, do you know, for instance, all right? If he scored a hat trick, he continues scoring from now to the international break. He doesn't deserve to get dropped in. That's what kills his confidence. I think if he gets dropped, he'll go back to thing. But if he keeps scoring, then he can't get dropped.
Yeah, but we still need another striker, bro. At the end of the day,
no one's disagreeing on that.
Needed to be done. We need another striker.
But
I'm
that's
not
the problem with
banking the
Arsenal.
season on Eddie Nketiah to see if he's going to come good or not, bro. We done it last season. We did it the season before that. Both objectives we didn't hit because we put faith in the Jesus.
No,
yeah? And Trossard played. Let's be real. Trossard played better as a striker than Nketiah did. Trossard showed him up, bro. Last season, Trossard showed up in Nketiah, bro.
Do you know you're missing a point? Do you know what? Deji might agree with me on this. I don't know if you will, but everyone's saying about Jesus, bro. But then again, Jesus is a backup striker. Do you get me, Dej? Does he score goals like, whoa, Jesus is gonna?
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, exactly. So in a real way, this fan base, they're the ones who got him. Jesus is a top player, quality all round. But when it comes to putting the ball in the net, that's something him and Eddie Nketiah is on the same level.
Uncomfortable conversations.
As well. This is a totally new season. Let's not base this season's performances and results on last season. It's a whole new season. You know, people are saying we started slow, we don't look the best, we haven't played with our starting 11, our main starting 11 that we all want to see. One of our marquee signings is on a long-term injury, won't be back till January, and guess what? We're still undefeated.
Do you think that's big?
You see, this is why this fan base, yeah, us lot, big up the chat, big up everyone that's subscribed, that's always in here. We are the minority because these guys never learn. We were short last season, like bench. It's not been addressed. The midfield ain't looking that great. It ain't looking great. The only midfielder at Arsenal that we're raving about is Rice. Havertz, it started against Sheffield United, yeah, and they're so crap that it was all right. We could carry Havertz, the German giraffe. Yeah, we could carry him for the whole game. It didn't matter, but he did nothing. Did absolutely nothing. Odegaard, our captain's been dropping stinkers after stinker. Saka is out of form. I don't think he's fit. Martinelli is still not completely sharp. He should have had a brace against Sheffield United. He didn't. Yeah? This ain't good enough. Zinchenko's still being started as a left back, and he's always a calamity. Do you know what I'm saying? Ben White, and at times, I've seen this guy getting cooked, but we don't have someone better to replace him if he drops a stinker. And then we're playing Kivior that did look amazing against Sheffield United. That Phil that ain't good enough when it comes to the crunch end of the season. He was dropped last season, yeah, for Rob Holding when we had injuries to our centre-backs. That showed me everything I needed to know about him.
No, offside.
It's all good looking comfortable against Sheffield United. Kivior to me ain't good enough, bro. It ain't good enough.
He never got dropped, bro. He got used and abused, bro.
What do you mean using abuse? He was playing last season. What did that Phil that do? Nothing, bro.
Rob Holding came in after.
I remember Kivior ducking out of headers, bro.
No, but this is your problem. This is your problem, see. This is your problem. This is the fan base. Even yourselves can understand this. You're the ones who turned around and said, Kivior going to Stamford Bridge. We're going to get battered with Kivior in the back. Kivior kept a clean sheet. Oh, we're going to get destroyed by Newcastle. That's what you were saying. Kivior was in the back. Oh, kept a clean sheet. Then what happens? Kivior gets dropped.
Cool.
Do you get me?
I don't want to hear no excuses from you. Yeah?
Do you hear that, bro? This is the problem
you.
with our fan base.
If we get an injury to one of our starting centre backs, I don't want to hear no excuse about we don't have cover.
No, but you can't give him credit.
No, that's what you're saying to me. If you're justifying this guy, you're trying to tell me.
I am justifying him.
Every time I've seen him play, he can fit in for Saliba. And he can fit in for Gabriel.
No, but then he's proven you wrong. He hasn't proven me wrong because I give him a chance. Deji,
because he ain't that great.
Understand what I'm saying? You've come out and said we're going to play Kivior on the back with last season. Kivior on the back. You said it. You said it yourself. We're going to get battered with Kivior on the back away to Stamford Bridge.
No, I said he's not good enough.
He went 2 clean sheets.
I never said that.
You get 2 clean sheets and he gets dropped. Is that his fault, Deji?
He ain't good enough.
No, that's the problem with his fan base. They don't see what sometimes the player gets mistreated. He got thrown in the deep end in Anfield. A lot of Arsenal fans will agree on that.
Yeah,
it's not my problem.
Do you get me, Deji?
I don't care. So what?
Yeah, fair.
So what? You've come to a big team. I don't care. You've come to a big club. You've accepted.
What I will say, I kind of agree with Forward. What I will say, and I said this Forward just before you came in. The problem is Arsenal don't know where they're at. What do I mean by that? Are you a big club or are you someone looking for talent like a Brighton? Because the likes Arsenal, in my opinion, should not be buying players like Kivior. Just like Manchester United should not be buying players like Mason Mount, Anthony, and all the dead wood that they've got in their squad. And that is the problem. You've gone away from... I keep thinking about the team that had Henry, Perez, Petit, you know what I mean? Overmars. Crikey, Dennis Bergkamp. These are ballers. Ashley Cole. Come on. Eboué. These are ballers. Do you get me? Even Sol Campbell. And you're now shaking your bums for the like of Kai Havertz. You're shaking your bum for Jorginho. You're shaking your bum for Kivior. I mean, you're not even shaking your bum for Tomiyasu. I mean, blood clot. Oh, my days. It can't be the same. It's not the same. You can't blame Kivior. Look, if Arsenal tried to buy me right now and offered me 100 grand a week, I'll play. You get me? You can't blame my man for playing. But is he of the level of Arsenal Football Club? No, he's not, man. No, he's not. And Arsenal fans, I don't know why. If you got me, even me, You're quick to tell me about Eric Dyer, quick to tell me about Ben Davies. We know. We're telling you they're not good enough. We're telling you. We know. But Arsenal can't do the same. You know you can't play Kivio against Tottenham or Liverpool. You get slapped in your face. You know it. But you do. You know you can't play Nketiah up front. You know it's a waste of time. But is he going to do bits against Sheffield United, Luton, Burnley? Yeah, he will. He will score those games.
Yeah, but
you need more. You need more than that.
But Deji, it's like you got to go off for it, Deji. When he went to Newcastle last year, they are battering teams there. 8-4, 5-6. They are battering teams. 4-0s, 4-0s, 4-0s. Jerry, he went there and kept a clean sheet. And everyone was expecting Arsenal to lose that game. So that's what I'm saying. If for that credit there, but then he gets benched. That's not his fault. The guy's proven, like, you throw me in the deep end twice, Chelsea and Newcastle, I kept a clean sheet. He defended really well.
There's a thing about, talking about
but do you think he's on Arsenal's level, though?
Bro, you can't say that because you haven't had the run of games, bro.
Yeah, he ain't good enough to do it consistently.
This is the same fan base, though. This is the same fan base who said the same about Saliba.
If a player can't do it consistently, there is no point.
Yeah, but he hasn't played consistently.
There's always a game that a player is going to turn up that you don't rate is going to turn up for a one-off game.
Yeah, but every time I've seen Kivio play, though, you got to be honest. Every time with it, Deji, I'm just going off what I see. Every time I've seen him play, okay, like in the Premier League, he's kept a clean sheet.
Fair.
So you gotta go off that. You can't go off your emotion. Go what you see.
Who are you talking about?
Kivio. Every time he's played in the Premier League, he's kept a clean sheet.
Deji, remember this, yeah? Remember how much he's twerking for Kivio, yeah?
Cool. No. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying.
Let's move on to the next video because we've got loads of clips to get through.
You can't work for someone who don't play. I just won off 3 games.
But you twerk for El Nene and he don't play. But anyway, uncomfortable.
He's better than your boy Jorginho.
That was very quick.
Your little Portuguese boy.
Exactly.
In hindsight, it might have only been because Jesus was injured. I know a lot of people, including myself, called for Kai Havertz to be up there. One last chance, but one last chance. I think that's gone now, to be fair. But yeah, it was a fantastic performance, and I love it when he proves me wrong because I know when he proves me wrong, it benefits Arsenal, and if it benefits Arsenal, it benefits me 100%. So when he's scoring, especially hat-tricks, number 14 shirt. I said it in the watch-along. Information station, by the way, guys. The number 14 shirt seems to be a source of hat-tricks for Arsenal in the Premier League, and I can't complain. But Frank, you go and score a hat-trick against Sheffield. It just ultimately, yes, they haven't won a game, but yes, they've been poor all season. But it's a Premier League team. Yeah. I couldn't score a hat-trick against Sheffield. You're probably a bit better than me. Go and score a hat-trick against Sheffield United yourself, and once you've done that, you can go and complain about Eddie scoring a hat-trick.
Have you ever played football? Have you ever managed a team? So as a fan, you're not allowed to have an opinion because you've never managed the game. You've never played football. You didn't make it. That logic is so stupid. You're not allowed to have an opinion if you've never made it. Does he not understand? What is the point of a fan cam? Why are you there at AFTV giving your opinion since you never made it then? You're saying we can't criticize a player that's scored a hat-trick. You've never played football in your life. So that means your opinion should be obsolete. These men are so dumb. They're so dumb. Of course you can have an opinion. I've got eyes. I've watched football. This guy is the epitome of inconsistency. And all this twerking and all this bucaria to try and gas up this guy, bro. When it burns at the end of the season and we don't win anything, I don't want to hear nothing, bro. Because these are the same things that put us telling me that the bench is fixed. We bridged the gap with Man City. All of a sudden now, one game. All of a sudden we don't need a striker. Bro, this is why this fan base always has egg in their face at the end of the season. Because these payasos never learn, bro. Never learn. Oh, give Rob Holding a contract extension. Give Reece Nelson a contract extension. Yeah? Oh, just get behind the players. Oh, ESR, just get behind him. Just get behind everyone. Yeah? And then when it's not good enough, oh, it's a light bench. Oh, we needed this. Bro, don't overgas it to me, bro. Nketiah was part of a bench that was considered a light bench. What has changed from then till now? Because he was missing all season until now.
I don't think you got to understand. I don't think he's talking to me and Deji. The guy's talking about you, bro.
I don't care.
Deji, I think he's putting the fans like no side in it because when you got like scientific proven, me and Deji in this YouTube are professors when it comes to football knowledge. to all you lot anyway. Do you get me, Dej?
100%.
You know,
rhetoric aside, 100%. We've been bang after it.
You know, football, when it comes to football knowledge, me and Deji, I say on Facebook, on YouTube, we've got 100% knowledge, bro. The rest of you got zilch.
Yeah. What was your?
Actually, no. Tell a lie. I'll tell a lie. I'll give it. I think
no. Hold on. I'll just ask you a question. What was your prediction last season to win the league? Did we win the league? What was your prediction the season before that? We're gonna get top 4. Did we get top 4 the season before that? Oh, okay. Your boy Onene, we don't even see him anymore. Has anyone found him? Oh yeah. What is he? Our third choice? No, not even our third choice. He's our 4th choice CDM. Yeah, we've got Rice, Partey, Jorginho, then El Nene. But that's your boy. Yeah? But you're a professor.
It's not my boy, it's my cousin. He's my cousin. I gotta defend my cousin at all times. I don't know what actually. I don't know who got actually. Deji, I'll take that back to. It was me, you, and Kenny. I'll say Kenny got the most knowledgeable football on YouTube. The rest is
definitely got a lot more than you. Yeah, definitely.
Thank you, my bro.
Yeah, Deji and me, when we go and we talk football terms, we recognize talent before they even come out.
Deji's another one that's got his predictions wrong. What happened to winning the league or the Champions League last season?
Bro, can I just say something to you? I just said something just a moment ago, and it's clear that you didn't listen, Northside, so I'm going to have to remind you. I said to you that some people are able to see ahead, and some people are in the now. I made a prediction that Spurs could win the league or Champions League. Maybe I got the season wrong. And that's all I'm prepared to say on this show.
You're shameless, man. You are absolutely shameless.
I'm just saying. Arsenal Manic saying man's about moving everywhere. Yeah, I am about. Because so far, we've been talking about your club, but you ain't even tried to even say, you know what, Dej, thanks for coming on. And you know what? Your team is top. After 10 games, you man are doing well, because we saw how the fan base was shaking their bum last season when you man were top. Anyway, it's fine. I don't need any credit right now. I'm just saying that I've noticed a few things.
No, you're itching to talk about your team, yeah? But when we spoke, what did you say? I told you there's nothing to talk about with Tottenham. You're under the same regime. You're playing good football under a manager, same as Poch. Your ownership ain't going to buy you no world-class players. So even if he continues to play good football, you're not going to go out there, and your recruitment a lot of times ain't good enough.
Keep saying this, but
no. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Your ownership is not about winning. It's not about buying world-class players. It's not about supporting your manager, because in recent time, your best manager, Poch, was not backed. They don't back your manager. Yeah? So the way your club is still run is still the same, bro. Let's keep it 100% real right now. Your bench is light. It's nothing to do with your manager. Your manager's doing very well. You're playing very well, yeah, in terms of football. Your bench is light. Your team ain't ready. Let's keep it real. Outside of your starting 11, that bench is not looking good at all. Under Poch, they allowed the players that were on the bench for Poch to become your first team players, bro. You've still not replaced Harry Kane. So let's not forget about that. Yeah, that's another cheapskate from Tottenham. You ain't replaced Harry Kane. Yeah, you ain't gone out there and got a striker that can give you there or thereabouts the same outlet. Yeah, and there's still holes in terms of your bench and your rotation, bro. So let's not go on like Tottenham's completely fixed, bro. Winning now, bro. Take a leaf out of the book of Arsenal last season. Do you remember when we was top of the league around this time last season? And for how long? The majority of the season is how you finish, bro. So ultimately, with all due respect. You're playing good football.
You can't even disrespect Tottenham in a way. You especially
can I just say Northside?
Can you say one thing before you like?
I'm about to get mad.
You can't even disrespect Tottenham. You're the one twerking for their players. Where did we get Maddison? Shut your gums, bro. They went and got him.
Yeah,
continue.
You
may continue.
Odegaard's on the bench and we score 5.
But you're more than about their players, and you wanted them.
Oh, right.
You wanted their players, bro.
You're talking for El Nene. Where's El Nene?
No. I want your explanation. This thing about El Nene. See, when I catches you out.
Okay.
See,
Madison,
he's been caught out.
He knows he wants Madison, but can I just?
Madison is sourcing. So what I said about Madison as an individual player was right. He's better than Odegaard, and he's sourcing this season. So what are you talking about? Your boy El Nene can't even get any minutes. So what
you're disrespecting it. Do you guys say it?
Just because they got Madison, I never said they're going to win the league, though.
Yeah, can I just say this, though? Because Arsenal, the history of more, is trying to give man grief, innit? You can read in between the lines in what I said. You're not a dummy. So we're not talking 100 years old because let's be real, you won't be here to live it. But let me just come back to what my man said. Yeah,
that's terrible, bro.
Let me just give you.
Come on, man.
No, I'm just saying, none of us are going to be here. He's talking 100 years. None of us are going to be here. Do you get me? So I'm just talking some factual stuff. So it's not a direct thing. I'm just saying, in 100 years' time, we wouldn't be here to live it. But I'm saying that Tottenham, right now, he knows that I'm talking about this or the season next. Now, under Pochettino, we had no investment. You're right. Now, listen to this. Postecoglou is somebody that can work with nothing. Yeah. So I'm not saying that Daniel Levy is going to do anything special, but we have a manager that has proved himself that with minimal resource, he can do bits. That's all I'm saying to you. And so far, he is doing bits. Yeah. The other thing that I would say to you, bro, people keep saying that Daniel Levy ain't buying. How did we get Van de Ven? How did we get Vicario? How did we get Madison? How did we get Bentancur? How did we get Kulusevski? How did we get Udogie? How did we get Sarr? How did we get Romero? How did we get Brennan Johnson? I say no more. And the last thing that you said that I take issue with, my bro, your bench and Tottenham's bench is no different. Let me explain. Because you ain't heard this anywhere else. This is exclusive. I've been saying it though, but let me exclusify your team. There's only 3 players Arsenal can bring on right now. That's decent. Timber, Trossard, and Emil Smith-Rowe. Anyone else that you name is lightweight. Yeah? That's the truth. Now, let me give you the thing. Tottenham can bring on Bentancur. Is any of you going to tell me that Bentancur's not decent?
He's all right.
Yeah?
Not
No. Bentancur is as influential in Tottenham's midfield as Partey is for Arsenal.
So now you love your owner. Now you love your owner. Now you love your owner. Now it's not Levy out.
No, I'm not loving my owner.
This football club is finished. You win nothing.
I'm just telling you. I'm telling you factual things.
You've seen your owner allow your team decay. Yeah, you haven't done a lot of the players that you're ruling off. So a lot of them are in the starting lineup if they're fit. Yeah, let's be real. The bench. I never said Arsenal's bench is world class.
No, I'm just saying. But you're saying that my bench is lightweight. So is yours.
But when have I said my bench ain't?
No, I know. I'm just saying. So we're just as bad as each other.
Exactly. I'm saying we're not winning the league and you're not winning the league.
Yeah, that's calm.
So why are you twerking your bum about being top of the league? Who cares if you don't win it?
I'm just vexed because I see Arsenal fans. Maybe I'm taking it out on you when I shouldn't be. I see Arsenal fans twerking like they got a bench when they ain't got a bench either. Arsenal ain't got a bench, neither does Tottenham. You can bring on 3 man. Tottenham can bring on 3 man. We can bring on Bentancur, Højbjerg, and Brennan Johnson. That's
if Madison gets injured, who have you got that's on the same level?
If Odegaard gets injured, who are you bringing on?
Exactly, which is why I'm not happy with. No, but I'm not happy with my team, and I was never twerking when we was top of the league last season. Did you ever see me twerking?
I'm saying Arsenal.
I had the foresight to see that bench ain't good enough. You're there sitting there saying, "Oh, we're not talking about Tottenham, and this is going on with Tottenham." I'm telling you, your ownership, first of all, yeah, is the main issue. Is the main issue because for everything good that Angie's doing, they will undo it the same way they did it with Poch. Let's keep it real, and that's during the whole time Levy's been there. So let's just keep it real. You had good football then. You got to a Champions League final, and he still wasn't backed. So if this manager gets in the same position, due to history, we have nothing to show us that Levy has changed. Yeah, and he sold you a dream after dream after dream. What I think is shameful is that you're getting so happy over just good football. That should be the bare minimum. Good football should be the bare minimum, bro. You should still be on Levy's neck because this is how he keeps getting away with it. And this is how football fans get finessed. Once you're playing good football or you're in the top 4 and all that, and this is not just Tottenham fans, Arsenal fans do it as well. Everything's fixed, everything's happy. Let's just get behind the team. No. I don't forget the way this ownership has treated us fans. Yeah, raising tickets, getting out new kits, doing all of this, yeah, and not going out there and doing what needs to be done in terms of addressing that bench. Yeah, and it's the same thing with your team. Yeah, as much as there's players like Bentancur you like, you know for a fact that bench is light. And you know, they swallowed that Harry Kane money, yeah, and they've not invested in another striker.
No, you know what? All right, let's go.
We ain't invested yet, but what I will say is that in January, Tottenham are linked with 4 players. If we bring them 4 man in, then it's then Tottenham is all good. The other thing I will say is this. I hear what you're saying, and I haven't forgotten about Daniel Levy. But if it's not broke, don't fix it. Now, at the moment, my club, not your club, my club is top of the league, bro. And that's just factual, bro. So why am I going to rock the boat? There's no need to rock it.
Yeah, but by that logic,
you know what? I think Deji, you know what it is. I tell you what it is.
Hold on. Sorry. By that logic, yeah, we were top of the league for how long? 98% of the league. Should I have been twerking my bum last season?
Bro. No, but you know what it is.
Deji, that's poor, man.
I tell you what's happened. See, do you know what people don't look at the football, innit? Like Deji, the other day, I was watching it. The other day, you know when I was talking about your keeper, innit?
Yeah.
Remember I was telling you about your keeper even before he had his debut. I told you about your keeper, right?
Yeah. No, you did.
I told you.
I've got the WhatsApp.
Do you know what is with your man?
Messages from you.
Yeah, you got the proof of thing. Yeah. But you know one thing about football, innit? People don't realize in Venzazzi, there's an academy like in Mononda. And he come from that academy. And if you go back and see all the players who come from that academy, I think your manager knows about that academy. That's why you got look at that defender you bought from Holland.
Yeah, bloody class.
He was in the academy. They say people like in this academy, it's been going on for years. All the greats and all these players come from this academy. It's well known if you know about football. Is in a place called Vendezar, so somewhere around there it's called the Modo Academy. Yeah. That's why people who come from there, they all break through.
And Arsene Wenger was doing the same thing. He was getting players from
and that's why he knows the market.
But you're shameless. You can't talk about super deluded Arsenal fans getting excited all last season about being top of the league and not winning it. And now what are we? Going up to November and you're twerking about being top of the league, bro. That's shameless.
No, let me tell you why I can twerk. Let me tell you why I can twerk and you can't twerk. Let me tell you why you couldn't twerk and I can twerk. You, man, are apparently Premier League royalty. You, man, are Premier League pedigree. This is what you, man, do. You, man, are always in the Champions League. You, man, are always winning the league. That's what you, man, reminded me. Deji, have you won the league before? No, you haven't. At least we won the league 3 times. That's what man's been getting. So if my team had a dusty season last season, finishing 8th, and we're top of the league, like I told you, man, I said to you, Northside as well. You know what, Forward? You were there. I said to them that it was a freak season. That how can Arsenal go from 5th to 1st unless it's freakish? And look, I think Tottenham's even gone one better. We've gone from 8th to 1st. And I told you, man, I told every crony in the chat that this was possible. No one believed me. Nobody believed me. I told you. But I'm not going to lie. Tottenham could be doing a freakish. I don't give a damn if it's freakish. I don't give a damn if it's real. We are there, bro. We are there. You can't say that, bro. 26 points out of...
Listen, I get it. I get it. That's the only way to survive being a Tottenham fan. You got to be delusional. I get it, bro. It's calm. But we move on to the next video. Okay. Listen, end of the season, yeah? Don't say I didn't tell you, innit? Look at this guy, yeah? Twerking, yeah? Comment below if your team has gone invincible, yeah? Why are we talking about invincibles, bro? This is what gets under my skin. This kind of nonsense, bro. Yeah, but he played music. I'll get copyright if I played it. You know what I'm saying?
Is that Daoud? Is that Daoud? No, he's a madman. That's Daoud. He's a crazy guy.
No. But that vision, that pass from Declan Rice was absolutely world class. And let's talk about that Henry-esque touch from Eddie Nketiah. Wow. We are not messing about this season. Eddie Nketiah is bringing that Henry vibes. Declan Rice is bringing that Dennis Bergkamp vibes. We've got Steele in Declan Rice, a holding midfielder and attacking midfielder in one. He's a complete midfielder.
The shamelessness, the Henry vibes, bro. The Henry vibes. This guy can't even score. He can't even score 15 goals a season, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? A man saying Henry vibes. Oh my days. He's
a crazy guy. He's nuts. I've spoken to him a few times, and he's a nut job. I can't even lie to you. He thinks I'm crazy, but he's crazy. Oh gosh. These men don't watch their stuff back. That's the problem. They don't.
This is one of Forwad's guys, bro. Just as delusional. Do you know what I'm saying? Just as delusional. Apparently, Ellen is the answer. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, bro. With all due respect, bro, I've never been live with that guy. You have.
I've been live with him. Has North been live with him? Have you been live with him? Yeah.
Yeah, and I roasted.
The thing is, can I be real? I don't care if he hears this and he wants to come at me. There's a lot of man jumping on this stream thing. That's all I can say. And everyone, like even that AFTV, I don't watch them at all. But the content coming out of there is this what we're doing now? We are literally stripping naked and walking down the street to get likes.
Bro,
That's really what football's become. We've just lowered our standards and we're all in the strip club waiting for them to be throwing dollar bills at us because you can't honestly believe the rubbish. Even me, when I was talking about Tottenham and winning the league or Champions League, it was more my heart than my head. But also, I was thinking, if Conte could take Tottenham, that dusty team, fourth, every manager is expected to kick on. Every manager is expected to kick on. And this man did the bloody Italian job, took out all the gold bars and ducked out like he was doing some sort of cryptocurrency robbery. That's what happened to Tottenham. Do you get me? Because if Arteta could do it, Conte is meant to be a bigger manager in world football, bro. So logically, but people say, but it was Tottenham, it was Tottenham. I can Postecoglou, the person with no name, got Tottenham sourcing the way they're sourcing. Come on, bro. It don't make sense. It don't make sense. But if you can see talent, I could see. People were telling me that Basuma's washed. Can you imagine? People saying that Basuma was washed, bro. People want to shake their bum and tell me that Declan Rice is better than Basuma. The way Arsenal fans are shaking for Declan. No, Declan has done well. But don't ever in your life tell me he's better than Basuma. Come on.
Why not?
He's not.
Why not? Based on what?
Based on what I'm seeing.
Based on what, Brian? Yeah, I got to agree on those sides. You can.
Based on what?
Are you telling me that Declan is better than Basuma?
Declan Rice, yeah? Declan Rice intercepts the ball very well. Defensively, he's very good, yeah? And you can't tell me Basuma is better than him. And going forward, Declan Rice is better than Basuma.
Much better. Come on,
yeah? And did you see that goal he scored the other day? First time outside the box. Yeah, don't tell me that Declan Rice is a bum. The way you're disrespecting Declan Rice, I'm not having it, bro. I'm not having it. I'm not having it.
Right. I gotta back no side on this, Deji.
You must be joking.
Now, I like Basuma. The thing is, you're making it sound like we don't like Basuma. I wanted Basuma.
I like Declan. I'm just saying he's not better than Basuma. That's what I'm saying.
Based off of what?
Based on what we've seen, Basuma's been running things in every game that we've played.
Yeah,
Declan Rice led West Ham to win something in Europe. Declan Rice has come to Arsenal and been one of our most, if not our most consistent player this season. Scoring goals, assisting, running the defense. As soon as he's out of
Declan Rice is your best player. Is he your best player this season?
What, bro? He's been running since he's been. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Declan Rice has been sorted.
I think. What are you
talking about?
He has been our best player this season.
I'm gonna say this. All right, I'm gonna say.
Come on, bro.
Pape Sarr and Declan Rice, I probably had the same influence on their two teams. Just that Pape Sarr just doesn't have the name.
Yeah, but that's
would you agree with that?
Rice, but I'm saying Declan Rice as an individual influences our game.
He does. No side's right. He brings something different, bro. He's like he makes our defense.
Look, I like Declan. I'm not saying he's not, but I'm saying there's Tottenham man them that are doing just the same as Declan and they're not getting the same level.
No, but what also I'm trying to tell you is you've got to bear in mind, Declan Rice haven't done it just at Arsenal. He's done it at West Ham for like 2 years, 3 years. Jeremy, he's been doing it consistently. So he's come to Arsenal and continue that form. That's what I'm also trying to tell you, bro.
You can't just win nothing. Come on,
that's
bro.
what I'm trying to tell you. You can't go off. We're not talking about Declan Rice just Arsenal. We're talking about as a all-round player.
Deji, you are shameless. You are so shameless.
Let me tell you.
That's terrible, Deji.
Now, let me know. You are the one that told me, Fawad. You messaged me when I was cussing Vicario. I had Arsenal fans shaking their bum violently for Raya over Vicario. Now we know Wagwan. I'm telling you, people are sleeping on Pape Sarr and Basuma. The way you man are shaking bum for Declan Rice, watch these brothers carefully. They are doing big.
You know the scary thing about Arsenal, bro.
If not more.
Yeah. But you know you're missing though. You're missing a thing. You know.
Remember your squad is patterned.
Yeah,
We're still
but
brand
Deji,
new.
you're missing something. And also, I do agree on this. You're missing. We haven't even seen the best of our midfield. We haven't even seen the best of
You
our
ain't seen the best of us.
Bro, we haven't even seen Declan Rice and Partey together. When they play together, bro, there's no one in the midfield.
But they're not playing together.
When Pat,
but your team is looking more fluid. Declan Rice is coming to a team now. Yeah, our midfield is completely dead right now. Absolutely dead. Our front three also is dead. There's no fluidity at the way that we're playing. We're not playing like we played last season. Nobody else is helping him. No one's tracking back. Havertz doesn't track back. Odegaard doesn't do anything or create anything, or at least helps Declan Rice defend. Declan Rice is the only one shielding that back line. As soon as we put Jorginho, you see the difference. Declan Rice is scoring goals. Declan Rice here is providing assists and putting it on the plate. Declan Rice should have had a brace against Man City. 2 times he ran into the box and he was open, and Nketiah and Jesus should have passed it to him. Bro, the guy is not only running our midfield defensively at the back and shielding our back line, he's also being influential going forward. And no other midfielder at Arsenal is doing what he's doing, bro. So I'm sorry, with all due respect, bro, I've seen this guy lead his team to win. Basuma is a good player. We have never seen Basuma, lead his team to win anything. Bro.
Yo, with what Arsenal manager said in the thing, look what he just said there. I'm not going to even say it. Look what Arsenal manager said. Arsenal manager just put something up there. What Declan Rice does. Jamie, our midfield got Havertz. Rice does 5 jobs.
Arsenal manager, I see that.
I just want to see what the argument is, like, because Deji, I'm still trying to hear. Like,
I'm just saying.
He's better.
I actually think the impact that Basuma's having is more of an impact than what Declan's having in Arsenal. But hey, you guys watch him more than me. Maybe you guys have a point, but I'm saying that there's levels coming out of Tottenham Hotspur. We can see it already in the first 10 games.
But what did I say to you the first time you brought this up? I said, you know what, Deji? I'd rather just wait to the end of the season and then we can analyze both players, bro. Because this is the first season where Basuma's getting a proper run out at Tottenham. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Cool. This is the first time, Declan Rice just came. Yeah, and he's already looking like he's been in this team the whole time. So let's just see how it goes. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to dismiss Basuma, because Basuma last season wasn't getting the minutes, wasn't getting the time, etc. Yeah, and Declan Rice was at another team. Let's just continue to see what they do as an individual. Yeah, I'm not saying that Arsenal now are the proven thing. And bro, I rate Saka, but there's still things about this whole squad that I don't like. I rate Declan Rice, but there's still other players in this team I don't rate or think is good enough. I rate Basuma, which is why I wanted Basuma. I wanted Maddison, bro. So I've got no bias in this. Do you know what I'm saying? I wanted Maddison. I'll give you the Maddison is better than Odegaard. I think he is, bro. Because Maddison, even if he's pressed, he can play out of a press. He's more influential. He makes better runs. He makes better passes. Yeah, he doesn't go walking around in the game. He actually does things and creates things. Where Odegaard, if you allow him to play, he looks great. As soon as you press him or put 2 man on him or put a man on him, Odegaard always plays the safe pass. He's not a number 10 that will create something out of nothing, like an Ozil, like when we had Ozil. So for me, Declan Rice for now, for me, is better than Basuma. But for me, Maddison, and he is levels above Odegaard.
I'm happy to sit on the fence on that one. But do you know what it is? I hear you. I like Declan. I think he's doing a great job. From what I've seen and what I'm seeing from Declan, he's definitely not better than Basuma. Definitely not. And I will stand on that. But definitely, Maddison, we can see Wagwan already. The stats just prove it. You don't even have to. You don't even need stats. You can just see Wagwan.
Oh, bro.
Get me? You can just see it. But you know what? People are sleeping on Pape Sarr. That brother is just as influential as Basuma and Maddison.
I need to see more from him. The thing is, I haven't seen enough from him. Do you know what I'm saying? I need to see consistency, bro. When I rate a player, I see it consistently. James Maddison was doing it consistently last season. Bro, James Maddison, I saw him do it consistently for Leicester when they were good and when they were crap last season. Do you know what I'm saying? He was the only shining light. So that's why when I look at him, I was like, nah, that's a baller. I've seen him do consistently. Do you know what I'm saying? Whereas Odegaard, every time we need him to step up, he goes missing, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Every time that the game we're getting pressed in the midfield or we're losing the midfield battle, Odegaard doesn't drag us forward, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He doesn't create something out of nothing. I had problems with Ozil, but I'm telling you what, Ozil could create something out of nothing. Yeah,
I know. Ozil, bro. Listen. This
Ozil had a different vision, bro. And his passing was levels. The only thing Ozil didn't have at times, was the work rate. That's one thing that used to annoy me with him.
On offside, you know already.
I don't like these number 10s, yeah, that start playing, yeah, like they're CDM.
Bro. You know what? Deji, don't even put him in the same.
Bro. Yeah. There's a reason why he was on the bench.
Do not put Ozil and you know what, bro? Do not put Ozil and Martin Odegaard in the same. Bro, Ozil is million times levels above him, bro.
So why is this fan base worshipping Odegaard like he is Ozil?
Because they don't understand football, bro.
Okay.
They know already, bro. Ozil is even you know, remember Ozil was like coming to his end at Arsenal. He's still done miracles then. I'm telling you, Ozil. Please don't compare him, bro. Ozil, you know, there's no.
Ozil was a baller, man. He's a
baller. Even
last couple of years was a flop, but he was hard. Come on, man.
He was
Ozil
hard,
was
bro.
Gravy.
No, but you know what it was? I didn't even blame Ozil, bro. Bro, when Ozil was at Arsenal, that's all they had to buy was a striker.
Yeah, it's true.
And they would have won a title. They never gave him the tools.
You know, and he never had a proper CDM that could sweep up behind him.
Sweep up behind him. And he still managed to win us, 4 trophies?
Yeah, but towards the end, though, he was pissing me off, though. I can't lie. That guy was pissing me off towards the end.
Yeah, but the club took the piss out of him.
Let's get into the last video. Let's get into the last video. Hold on. Let's rewind this.
Oh, the Jamaican guy.
One bad performance outdoes your 10 great performances.
Listen, there were still people on Saturday, right, when I was doing the interview.
Yeah.
Still,
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, but he's not good enough. Yeah, but they're just really...
He is good enough.
The guys just scored a hat-trick.
Exactly.
Right, so the amount of yes buts I heard, right?
Yeah.
Listen, Eddie Nketiah, as every Arsenal fan knows, is not Arsenal's number 1 striker. That's Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus is the number 1 striker.
Number 1 choice.
Number 1 choice striker at Arsenal. But what you got to give this guy credit for, right, is that every time he's been asked to step in, like you said, Yardi, he does the business, right?
Yep.
He doesn't do the business. This is uma pucaria. He doesn't do the business. He doesn't do the business. He doesn't do the business. How are you getting displaced in his team over Trossard playing out of position? How are you not able to perform for 10 games for us to get top 4? How are you only getting 5 to 4 goals a season in the Premier League? And in all competitions in both seasons, you're not even reaching 15 goals. And man are telling me that he does a job. No, he doesn't, bro. He turns up once in a while. He turns up once in a blue. And before this game, 2 goals in 28 games. How is that doing a job, bro? How? Yeah. How? That is not a clinical striker. That is not someone you can rely on because he doesn't turn up enough. And people now trying to overgas it over one performance. What am I not getting here? I don't understand. I don't, because I'm actually quite happy. But when I see these, I was happy that we beat Sheffield. But these takes is what me faz perder a minha paciência. Não tenho mais paciência para nenhuma dessa porcaria. What are we talking about? Yeah, we are not going to win anything because this is what I'm saying. Too easily pleased at Arsenal. Too easily pleased. Too easily, bro. We've been saying we need a goal scorer. We've even, bro, the fan base even said Jesus ain't even a clinical goal scorer.
I told you this at the beginning, though, and people were.
We could have got Ivan Toney last transfer window. Now we're going into this transfer window where Chelsea need a striker, Man United might want another striker, Tottenham still need to replace Harry Kane. Bro, what's going on?
Forward, it's mad because at the beginning of the season, I said, and I know you were there when I said, Arsenal need a striker, and the response back from the chat, and I think it might have been Tony Claude, was Man City managed to win the league without a striker, without a number 9. So why can't Arsenal? And then I said, do you honestly think that Martinelli and Saka will get 20 plus goals? Because that's what it would mean to win the league without a number 9. And these men looked at me like I was chatting garbage. And so far this season, how many goals has Saka scored?
I don't know, I think 2.
2? How many has Martinelli scored?
I think it's like
couple. Bloody hell. And if you really deep it, someone was saying this to me earlier. It might be the way that I deliver things, but when you actually listen to what I'm saying, I'm actually chatting sense. I said it. You need an Ivan Toney.
Deji, this is my Deji.
I cracky. Now
Deji, let me tell you something. Deji, listen, there's one thing you guys can't do, we could do. Your defense is in trouble. Nketiah in the room.
Remember
Nketiah
that.
in the room.
I'm no longer on that
Nketiah
show.
in the room.
I'm no
Your
longer on that
defense
show.
is in trouble.
Ah,
Nketiah in the room.
Listen, we're not having this. We're not having this. People, make sure you like and subscribe to Deji's channel. Yeah, the link is in the title. Yeah, let's at least try and get him to 200-300. Yeah, let's at least try. Go and subscribe to Deji's channel. Go and subscribe as well. Yeah, bro, you got to. The Angolan slipper, bro, is here. It's here for forward for the end of the season, bro. End of the season. Yeah, I'm telling you. Yeah, this is
more
what
than
you're
a slipper, bro. You need
yeah?
a horse
You're getting
bro.
a slipper. Yeah, make sure you go subscribe as well to Forward. So at the end of the season, we can go and tell him we'll come out of hiding. But make sure you go subscribe to Deji. You subscribe to Forward. You subscribe here, hit the like button, hit the bell notification. So you're always notified.
Let me defend my friend, all right? First things first, all right? You guys come up Tony Claude. Tony Claude, I got your back. Deji, Tony Claude has got a point. Man City did win the league without a striker. He has got a point.
Yeah, but Arsenal is not Man City.
No, but I just said he has got a point. That's all I'm saying.
No, but my point was Arsenal ain't Man City.
You know, he's in the chat.
You hear me, fine? You hear me? But, yeah, I know he said that, but Arsenal ain't Man City. Arsenal. I was even trying to help. Can you imagine that? A Spurs fan trying to help. I was saying you don't need to go and get Ivan Toney from beginning of the season, not January, beginning of the season. And I was getting shut down. Really and truly, I'm not helping. I'm not helping anymore, Forward. North side, I'm not helping you, man. Don't ask me for my opinion. I'm not helping. Because people don't listen. I just get shut down. Do you get what I'm saying? I just get shut down. The thing is this. If Arsenal get Ivan Toney, remember, because I remember talking about you don't need to be able to change it up, get long balls into the box, headers. You don't score headers anymore. Everything's got to be ticky-tacky all the way in. Can we get variation? That's what I'm saying. Right now, even me, yesterday I was watching Newcastle. I'm thinking, what? Tottenham need to go in for Callum Wilson, bro. That's the levels now. I don't even mind. I'm desperate. Man saying, get Callum Wilson in now because I don't know. I'll take Nunez. I'll take Isak. But I've got to be realistic. I'll take Watkins. None of these men are coming. It's terrible. Come on, Arsenal. Don't be so full of yourself. You're not there.
Before we wrap up, Deji, what's your predictions for Tottenham this season?
They're going to win the league.
Why did you do that? You're
gassing out. We're not talking about Tottenham.
You ready? Are you ready for it?
They're going to win the league. Tell them that you're going to win the league. Tell them that. Just say how it is.
If Tottenham is top after 19 games, then it's coming home. Straight.
That's it, straight.
That's it. 19. If Tottenham is top after 19 games, it's over.
It's over, yeah?
Yeah.
It's over. Oh, my days. It's crazy.
I ain't waiting until February, March. No, I'm waiting until after Christmas. Because right now, bro, we're a quarter of the way through, you know.
Come.
Well, remember, Tottenham we're under no pressure, bro. We're under no pressure. If Tottenham don't win the league, we're not disappointed. If Tottenham don't get Champions League, we're not disappointed. All we wanted this year was to play better football than we did under Conte, and we've already done that.
You got your Tottenham back.
Yeah. 100. Bro, we came to your yard and got a point. Are you mad?
Okay.
You could have won that game.
That's all right. That's all right. As long as
that's my Tottenham back. Any team that can take Arsenal, any team that can rock Arsenal that they could almost lose, yeah, that's my club. We've got our club back.
Is it?
Good luck for Monday against Chelsea.
On a level right now, I'm gonna tell you, man, to your face. Let me tell you now. Who can stop us? Who can stop us?
You know, Man City's stopping you.
Don't be stupid, bro. We bang Man City when we're not even on point. Light work. Who next? Next. Who? Based on what you've seen so far, who?
You know, I'll tell you who. Burnley, I think you're gonna lose to. You beat Burnley already, innit?
Careful. Of course we beat Burnley, bro.
You beat Burnley already, innit?
Were you gonna say that Burnley would beat Tottenham? Are you all right? Forward, have you? Be careful, bro.
No, only because they done you last year, didn't they? Last season they beat you, innit? 1-0.
Just say what you were gonna say, bro.
All
Because
right.
whoever you think can beat Tottenham,
all right. You
just
play
know
Burnley.
they can beat
Do you know
you.
what? I tell you, to be honest with you, I think Chelsea, the relegation team, might beat you because they're fighting for their lives. Yeah, if Chelsea beat you on Monday, bro, you're gonna.
Oh, if you lose to
Let
Chelsea,
me tell you now. Let me tell you about
If
Chelsea.
you lose to Chelsea, bro,
I know we're going. I tell you about Chelsea.
and you're gonna go
I already
Anfield.
told you, man. I told everybody. I said Pochettino is gone there to do an inside man job, and so far he's taking gold bars out of that Chelsea stadium. Then man can't even see it. I knew. I don't know, Northside, did we have a show? I knew that you man weren't going to beat Chelsea because Poch ain't going to let that happen. And in fact, really and truly, if not for that Sanchez mistake, they should have won. Let's just be real. Do you think Pochettino is stupid enough to come to my club, the stadium that he helped us build, and walk away with a point? You must be mad. This brother,
went to your London rivals. So
this brother, he went to our London rivals,
don't
but
really
he's
care about
leaving
you,
the door open. You know why?
Yeah.
Because he wants to come back and manage Spurs. Yeah? So he's going to do the right thing. He's coming back to Tottenham. He's going to lose.
But why did he come back to Tottenham? You're going to win the league under Ange.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's coming back soon. I'm just saying at some point he will be back.
These deji conspiracy theories. I listen. It's all mad. It's coming home for Tottenham this season, apparently. All right, cool.
If 19 games Tottenham is top of the league, it's coming home.
You are shameless though. As much as you bash the deluded Arsenal fans, you've said some really delusional Spursy stuff today. But it is what it is, bro. You know what I mean? We'll be here.
But you also said that you're impressed with the way that my team is playing, and you also stated that you probably see Tottenham as probably really the best team. You agree that we're the best team in the country at the moment?
No, you're not the best team in the country at the moment. No.
Who's the best team in the country at the moment then?
Man City.
So you say the table is a liar?
Huh? The table.
So the table lies.
It's irrelevant if you're top of the league right now. It's how you finish. And if you don't,
I know it's about how we finish. I'm not asking you about how we finish. I'm asking
if
you.
you're gassing this up,
who
then
is the
why
best
are you
team
not
at the
gassing
moment?
Arsenal being 98% of the season?
Tony Claude just said, so you don't have faith in Ange.
I said after 19 games. Why would I have faith in Ange when he's just...
He's on about the Pochettino, innit? You said you want him back, innit? And then one guy asked you from Brum.
No, I've not. Look, do you think Arteta is going to be in charge for like 10, 15 years at Arsenal?
I think Arteta, I think Arteta's under a lot of pressure this season from upstairs.
He is. Of course he is.
Yeah,
so
of course.
All I'm saying...
Arteta knows he has to deliver. That's the difference. Well, as your manager, don't have to deliver, and you're already talking about Pochettino.
No, I'm just saying that he's leaving the door open to come back to Tottenham.
But I think I'll be honest with you, Deji. I think we when we play you away in January, I think we'll beat you there anyway.
No, you don't believe that?
Yeah, I do. We did it last year, so we could do it again.
You don't believe that?
I do.
Bro, the way we slapped you up in your yard. Remember, we had more ball possession. I was the only one, Northside. Brandon will tell you. I was the only one who predicted that Tottenham would have more of the ball in your yard. Do you think you're going to come to my club and do something in my ground? Yeah. Really?
100%.
You don't want the smoke. You don't want the smoke right now. You don't want it.
100%, bro.
100%. Let me tell you right now, the whole league is running from Tottenham.
I swear to God, the only reason why you guys had a good game is because Declan Rice went off injured at half-time.
Bro, don't chat rubbish.
That's the only...
Did we not score when Declan Rice was on the pitch?
Only reason why.
Don't do that. We scored.
No. But yo, when you play this, bro, You listen, when you played this, you got to bear in mind, bro, it was the best opportunity for you because we had no one there, bro. Martinelli was out. Jesus was out.
Yeah,
No,
but
Jesus was playing. Martinelli was out. Jesus was playing. Martinelli was out. Was Saka out that game? Saka was out. Declan Rice come up half time.
What does that mean?
That means you had the best opportunity,
Look,
but you know, no party. But you know,
this
time
you see this.
you
This
see
is why
when it comes to
Northside
January.
This is why Northside gets angry. You should have a squad good enough to beat Tottenham. Period.
No, but
it's not about Declan that just arrived.
No, but
it's
I'm
not
saying
about spaghetti
it's
bolognese and Martinelli. It's about your squad should be good enough. And the truth of the matter is, we're on par.
You're lucky.
We did in 4 months what you man did in 4 years.
Oh, don't be silly, bro. Don't be silly, bro. You're top now, innit?
What are you talking about? Let's work this out quickly. Northside, please give me this time. I beg you. It's taken Arteta 4 years to be unbeaten after 10 games. True or false?
He still is unbeaten.
That's what I'm saying. It's taken 4 years to get to this stage. True or false?
Yeah, but the difference between your club No. But if
it's taken my manager 4 months. True or false?
Yeah, but your manager.
So, we have achieved what you man have achieved. What is taking you 4 years to get to? This is why Northside is vexed. Because he knows that you could have done it a lot sooner. That's the truth. What's showing you, man, that there's no excuse.
You know this guy.
Northside talked about the fact that Arteta's taken too long. Like, he talked about phase 4. A couple months ago, we were talking about phases. How many phases do we need to pass through? What, is this Hunger Games or something? How many phases do we need to get through? How many battles does Arteta...
You know what? I'll be honest with you,
Deji. It's complete.
Deji, you're never going to go through phases. You're never going to get there. That's the truth, bro. You can have all your phases, bro. Listen, do you know when you play Chelsea on Monday, bro? All right? Yeah. And then you lose that first game. You're just going to go back to being where you belong. And that's just being shit, bro.
Yeah.
You've
been saying that for the last 10 weeks.
No, bro. Listen, you
thought we will be top after 10 games.
Do you know why we're upset? Why we're upset? Arsenal fans are upset. It's because, bro, the performances this year compared to last year ain't at that level. But we know if we go on a run, we could possibly win the league. You got no evidence of that. You're going off
No. You said that. I've not said that.
Yeah, I've said it.
We go on the run.
If we go on a run, we can win the league.
No, we can't. We
can go on the league. Last year.
We're not winning no major honor.
Last year, you know, the difference between me and these lot, the difference between me and him is last year when we had a wicked start, all the way up to win the county.
You man can beat Liverpool, yeah?
We beat them in the Emirates, yeah.
Do you think your team can beat Liverpool?
We beat Liverpool last season 11v11. You had 2 players sent off and a dodgy penalty.
You beat Liverpool whose midfield was 150 years old. Do you think you can beat the current Liverpool?
Of course we can.
Okay.
Of course we can.
All right.
Bro, listen.
I'm not saying
playing well. Do you know the worrying thing about it is we're not playing well. We're having a good game. We're in neutral.
Can I tell you something? Tottenham and Arsenal haven't come out of gear 1.
Tottenham's in gear 5, bro. You're the turbo boost, bro.
No, we're not turbo boost.
You're the turbo boost, bro.
All right, you don't even believe what you're saying. What's happened to you? Bro? You don't even believe what you're saying, bro.
No, but I'm honestly,
Tottenham don't even understand how to play the on system yet.
Oh, Deji, listen. You know. Once you have that first defeat, the crumb is coming.
And Arsenal will go unbeaten this season.
Yo, Arsenal. To be honest with you, we're playing.
Who's gonna play well? Wait,
we're getting the results, bro.
Let's do this. Who's gonna take the L first? Spurs or Arsenal?
Or Tottenham?
All right, Northside. Make sure he don't go running. You know. Make sure he don't go running. Don't go nowhere.
You know me.
Don't go nowhere.
You know what?
I think you're both wrong. Yeah, for well, I think you're overgassing this manager and this team. You're talking about fluidity and confidence. Let me tell you this. We had that last season. Yeah, this is practically the same team we had last season.
Forget it. We won it this season.
Hold on. Yeah. we still haven't gone out there and get someone that can actually rotate with Saka. We still don't have a world-class goal scorer. We don't have a number 10 that can perform consistently during the whole season. We don't have rotation for Ben White. We don't have good rotation for the centre-back option. Yeah, and we still playing Zinchenko that's still a liability. But also, Deji, I'm very surprised because you come on here, you cuss the super fans, the Arsenal super fans, which I do too, but I keep my analysis consistent. Yeah. You're there talking about, oh, everything's solved, you got your Tottenham back. But then you come at Arsenal for the deluded fans that get happy when we're playing good football but winning nothing. You have not won anything. Yeah.
I'm not saying
you saying that you've closed the gap. You saying that you've closed the gap with Arsenal. One, the season ain't over. Two, you clowned Arsenal with that we were top of the league for 98% of the league and we bottled it. Yeah. It's very early. We don't know if you're going to win the league. It looks like you're not. You know your owner. You don't love your owner. It was Levy out. All of you lot were protesting. You weren't happy with your ownership. Your ownership always lets your managers down. And the one you let down the most was the one that was probably your best manager.
Has Levy got it wrong?
Nothing has really changed at your club apart from Ange coming in and doing what Poch done. He come into a team that's not his, and he's getting the best out of the squad that he's got. Yeah. You've never seen your management go out there and actually step up and take it to the next level. So it's great that you got your football back, but you had great football under Redknapp. Yeah, you had great football under Poch. You didn't win nothing. Why? Ultimately, your ownership. So the same thing that held those managers back remain the same for this current manager. That's why when you're getting all happy about, oh, you got nice football, end of the day, football is about winning trophies. You can play nice football. Brighton played very good football. Right. But at the end of the day, we're not screaming there saying that, oh, they're definitely going to win something. Why? Because they don't go out there and spend the money necessary to buy the players that will get them over the line to win major honours. Arsenal, I don't believe are going to go out there in January and do what needs to be done. And I believe even less in your team. Because last transfer window, as much as I'm not happy and as much as we ain't done what we needed to do, we bought in Havertz, our third highest signing, and we bought Declan Rice, our highest signing now. We spend money, but we're spending it a lot of times on the wrong players. Your team don't spend money like that. You got rid of Kane. You've got rid of Kane, and you still haven't replaced him. And you're telling me about Callum Wilson. Sorry, bro. He's nowhere near the level of Harry Kane. Yes, he's a good striker, but this is what I'm saying. The standards are on the floor. For you to scream your club is back, yeah? Have you been happy with Tottenham just playing good football under the days of Redknapp and not winning anything?
No, I'll take good football.
Come on, that's shameless, bro.
I would take...
That's shameless.
Can I just say this? I would take, and I think every Arsenal fan would agree with me, I would take what Tottenham's doing now than to be doing rubbish than to be 8th in the table winning the Carabao Cup.
Wouldn't you just rather win major honours? What about that?
I'm all about major. You know me. I'm all about the league or the league or Champions League. And right now, I'm not saying Tottenham's going to win the league. I'm not saying that, but we've had a bloody good start.
No, you said it's coming home if you're top of the league with 19 games to go.
I think we could go one. I think we could do what you couldn't.
And what's that?
Let me tell you why. Because I believe in Postecoglou. I wasn't rating him before, but he's the real deal. He really is. This week, look, just quickly, I know Tottenham could have lost this week. This is the week where Tottenham fell under Conte, when they fell under Mourinho. Guess what? I said it didn't matter who Tottenham played this week. Usually they just flop. Bro, we came out, we beat Fulham and Palace, bro.
Listen,
10 games unbeaten.
The way you judge my club, you move the goalpost for your club. Yeah? You know what? You tell us that it's not good enough that we're twerking. Well, not us, but the deluded fans. That you guys are playing good football last season. It was a fluke. Well, why would it not be a fluke under your manager?
I don't. Yeah? But I'm telling you, I don't mind if it's a fluke. I don't care if it's fluky.
But when have you not ever fluked it to win the league, though? Your club don't have the history of winning league.
Deji, you know on planet Earth.
What's it based on?
Deji, you know, maybe I'll agree with you. You know, I think in Pluto, maybe Pluto, Jupiter, you win the league. But on planet Earth, It ain't happening.
Let me drop a couple.
It is not happening, bro.
Well,
Let me
Deji,
drop a
you
couple
drop your
of
thing
things.
and we'll
Let me
wrap up.
remind
Go
you,
on, Dej.
man, of a couple of things before we go.
Go on, Dej. Go on, Dej. Try and redeem yourself.
So far, my club is the best team in England. Let me explain. The past 2 months, there's been the Manager of the Month award. Went to Tottenham Hotspur. The Player of the Month award went to Tottenham Hotspur. Also, the newest manager amassing the most points after 9 games has gone to Tottenham Hotspur. Right now, bro, and was top of the league, and we ain't lost a game. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. If I was Arsenal fans, I would be what this time last year. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't show it. I was worried because I said I think you man can do a Leicester in disguise. Where the difference between me and you though is where Arsenal fans were offended that I could say Arsenal could do a Leicester in disguise. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I don't care if it's a Leicester in disguise. I don't care if Tottenham are able to come out of in the toughest season so far. Yeah, let's be real, because everyone fell off last year. Tottenham were not on point. United weren't on point. Liverpool weren't on point. Chelsea weren't on point. Right now, is Arsenal in form? Yes, they are. Is Man City in form? Yes, they are. Is Liverpool in form? Yes, they are. So we're doing this in a tougher season than you, man. Put some respect on my club, God damn it. Put some respect there,
You know
bro.
what? I just think the tables is the Premier League tables was fancy dress for Halloween, bro. That's the truth, bro. So we'll keep it like that, innit?
Really? Right, calm. Do you know what? I'm gonna be here every week. Every week, I'm gonna be here. Look, Northside, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. We're bedrins. I am shameless. Right now, we have done what your club has done so far, and some.
Deji.
Do you know what? Do you know
That's the
how?
truth.
You know how that's
the truth.
I'll be real with you, yeah.
That's
I'll be
true.
real with you, yeah. As much as I don't rate Arteta, yeah, he's at least won us an FA Cup, and I don't.
Oh, look at this! Hey, you don't need to lower your standards to my standards. Don't lower yourself to my standards, bro.
No, because you said you've done what we've done and some. You know my standard is to win major honours. I don't count the FA Cup as a major honour. But I will take a trophy than no trophy.
Did Arteta win the FA Cup?
Your manager hasn't won anything. And I know he just got here, but let's just relax a little bit with you saying he's done what he's done plus some, because he ain't won anything.
Well, he's not won anything, but we've
what are you winning this season?
You haven't lost. Tottenham haven't lost. We're 2 points clear of you.
What are you winning this season?
We'll see about that, won't we?
Listen, familia, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like and subscribe to Dejispurs. The link is in the title. Make sure you also subscribe to Prince Fuad. You know what I'm saying? Right now, it looks quite dark over there for Fuad, man. It looks like he's in the mud. You know what I'm saying? Smile, man. Your boy Nketiah scored a hat-trick, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, bro, Nketiah, I hope Nketiah just fires it, bro, from now to the end of the season, bro. I'll tell you straight, bro. Yeah.
I think he'll return on that bench with your boy Elneny, but